This album cover reminds me of back when I was a little kid and I used to draw pictures and I just draw M's to make seagulls. And of course I would have that sun up in the corner with the sunglasses, which, looking back, that's kind of weird, because why would a sun need sunglasses? I guess maybe if he was looking in the mirror, but I'll have to come back to this. What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're an indie artist looking for an album review and some promo, you can hit up Luke at redmattersite.com. And what I have for you boys and girls today is my review for Vince Staples' new album, Summertime '06. This one actually drops on the 30th, but it's been available on stream for quite a while now, so here I am a day early with the review. Vince Staples is a rapper from Long Beach, California, and last fall he dropped his Hell Can Wait EP, which I reviewed and I thought it was pretty dope, so I was looking forward to checking this one out. It kicks off with some ocean and seagull sounds on Ramona Park Legend, and then we get into two of my favorite tracks. The first one is the dark and bassy Lift Me Up, where Vince spits that he's just a nigga until he gets some money in his pockets, and then he's Mr. Nigga, and everybody's gonna follow him around the store. I thought that was some good social commentary on how some racists view black people with money as sketchy and automatic drug dealers. And I also like when Vince spits about how he knows that he needs to be fighting the power, but he also needs that new Ferrari. So he's spitting a little bit about his priorities and inner struggles there. As for North North, it's a dark Clams Casino banger where Vince Staples represents for the north side of Long Beach and proudly states that he never ran from nothing but the police. Clams Casino also produced the song Surf, and that was one of my least favorite tracks on here because I wasn't a fan of Kilo Kish's whispery vocals, and I didn't really like the beat either because it just sounds like some psychotic, evil techno music. Summertime was produced by Clams Casino as well, and this one has a very brooding sound to it, and it sounds like something that would be used in the score for an independent movie. Maybe a scene where two people fall in love over the summer and they're dealing with all kinds of shit, trying to make it work, just that type of thing. It has a very sad feel to it, with a little bit of hope lingering in there. Summertime does have some unique production though, and that can be said about the whole album because the majority of the production was handled by No ID and DJ Dahi, who brought a very cohesive sound here. Jump Off the Roof is an ode to love and addiction over a lamenting vocal sample, and the song Let Me Know features Jhené Aiko, or Aiko, I always say her name differently, and DJ Dahi. And this beat really reminds me of a late night beach party with some tiki torches burning. I really didn't like this song much at first because of the sing-songy flows happening here, but the more I listened to it, the more I came to appreciate it because it just has that bounce. And the next song, Dope Man, carries on nicely from Let Me Know as the beat eases its way in smoothly. Kilo Kish is back on Dope Man with her whispery vocals, which I'm really not feeling too much, and Joey Fatts spits a little something on the intro. But this song is under 2 minutes long, so there's not too much to get into here. And that's actually one of my biggest gripes about this album. It's only about an hour long altogether, but with 20 tracks, there's a lot of short ones that are only 2 or 3 minutes long. And I find that hurts the overall cohesion, because there's a lot of stop and go shit going on, and a lot of highs and lows. Loca was one of the lows to me on this album, as it's just Vince spitting some game to the ladies in his verses, and it features this annoying woman voice going, "Bae, bae." I really wasn't a fan of that at all. And Street Punks was another dull track to me because there wasn't really too much happening with this one and it just didn't stick out. There's also the gang-banging anthem, Hang and Bang, featuring Aston Matthews, where at the end of every line there's a That's True ad-lib. And this is the first time that I ever heard Aston Matthews, and I kind of like how he sounds, so I might have to look into some more of his music. If any of you have any recommendations as far as mixtapes, albums, EPs, songs, etc. go, just hit me up in the comments and let me know. As for singles, there's the trap banger Señorita featuring Future on the hook and some really evil sounding piano keys. And Get Paid, where Vince encourages us all to get our dollars up, with Desi Mo backing him up on the ad-libs. So to conclude here, Vince is a great lyricist, and I like how sincere and honest his street stories come across as. It doesn't sound like he's just spitting that gangsta shit for the sake of it. He's spitting it to tell some of his story, and also to give us some social commentary, like on the song CNB, Coldest Nigga Breathin', where he touches on gentrification, culture vultures, and how sheets and crosses turn to suits and ties, which I thought was a really deep line. And to me, it doesn't really seem like Vince is out to glorify that street life on this album. He's just spitting about it because that's what he's seen and that's what he's been through. He breaks it down some more on Like It Is, where he talks about how people outside of the hood look down on people in the hood. He spits about losing his brother to gangbanging on the song 3230. And on Birds and Bees, he spits about how his granny was a gangsta. Yeah, his granny. I don't think much of us can say that about our grandmothers. Although they are gangsters in the kitchen, if you know what I'm saying. Look at the flick of the wrist. Except they're making brownies, cookies, delicious Thanksgiving dinners. Mwah. Shout out to all the nanas out there. Now, I thought the production on this album matched up very nicely with Vince's style and delivery, but like I said earlier, this album kind of does drag on a bit because of all the stops and goes, highs and lows, short tracks, etc., etc. And I still have this album at a 3.5 out of 5 because I think it's pretty damn good. But that's just what I thought about it. As usual, hit me up in the comments section to let me know what you think, and do all that other good YouTube and social media stuff, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, everybody. I gotta get to work on that new Meek Mill album. I'll see you next time.